Okay, today we're going to use 1-point perspective to make three-dimensional looking forms. We're going to start with our ruler and pencil. We're going to make our horizon line. So to do that, I'm going to make sure I line up the edge of my ruler on the edge of my paper. This will make a parallel line. We want to make sure that it is parallel to the edges of your paper so that we know it's a straight line. If you're working from home and you don't have a ruler, you could use something with a straight edge like an envelope, side of a marker box, side of a notebook, but we need that straight edge to make that line. Then I'm going to make the vanishing point, and this could be a dot somewhere on your horizon line. The next thing we are going to do is start drawing our shapes so that we can then turn them into forms. I'm going to start with a rectangle, and so to draw the side of my rectangle, I'm going to line up my ruler with the edge of my paper. That way I know that this edge will be parallel with the edge of my paper. I'm just going to slide my ruler or straight edge over, again keeping it parallel with the edge of the paper. So now I have two sides that are parallel with the sides of my paper, and I need to connect to make the top and bottom. To do that, I'm going to line up my ruler with the edge of my paper. This makes a parallel line to the horizon line. Lining it up with the edge of my paper. These two lines are now parallel. The next thing I need to do is connect the three closest corners to the vanishing point. So again, I will use my ruler or straight edge, and I'm going to line up the corner of the rectangle with the vanishing point, and I'm going to draw that line of convergence. It's called a line of convergence because it converges at the vanishing point. You'll notice I'm holding my ruler so that it does not slide. I'm making sure that corner of my object is lined up with the vanishing point. So now I have a rectangle that appears to continue on and on. I could leave it this way if I wanted to, or I could finish the form and make it look like it stops. To do that, I have to make a parallel line to this edge. So again, I'm going to line up my ruler at the bottom of the paper. Now these two lines are parallel to each other. Now I line up my ruler with the edge of the paper, and I'm going to slide it down until it stops right at that line that I just made. Now these two lines are parallel to one another. If I wanted to make it look even more three-dimensional, I can start adding some value with my pencil. Value is the lightness or darkness of a color. This is where it'd be good to think about where is my light source coming from. So if I'm shading on the top up here, that would mean my light is coming from below. So my light might be over here, shining here, and below. This would be important to remember if we are adding more forms to our drawing so that we can be consistent with where we add our value.